Into my little run. Who'd better look into my little boy? Eh? Who'd better look into daddy's little pop-ups? I love you, pop-up. Good little boy. Hello everybody, Chris Wood here. Just doing a quick update to show that there's been more changes to my face, to my skull. I have been completely numb. I have absolutely still no feeling in my head at all. I have no stimulation. I have no feeling. I am only getting electricity. The only spot I feel anything in my head is on the spot on the back of my head where it swells up. But as you can see, so my head's gotten a lot more shorter. Obviously, I'm being broadcasted through by William Bill Wooldridge, 149 Center Street North, boss co-offender, my identity thief, serial killer, sex offender, and boss child predator for the ex-chief, boss to OPP. Inmate harbored for 3 years. Blair Hardy, Spencer Mills's boyfriend, co-human trafficker, co-sex slavery trafficker, co-drug trafficker, co-financial thefts and frauds, and co-murderer. Tyler Lake, guilty of murder. I hope you are all having a good Thanksgiving weekend, knowing that you are nothing but filthy junk, and knowing that you are guilty of homicides, and that you're getting away with it, knowing that you get fed drugs, knowing that you get fed protection, knowing that you get fed money, given all kinds of money, $300 a day. You're given lies, you're given cover-ups because it protects police. Spencer Mills, 14716, Staff Sergeants, ex-chief, Shannon Cork, Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, Shelley Huffner, and mental health worker Stacy. Dr. Tatiana V, Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, Stacy's girlfriend. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Ambibola, Dr. Sue, Dr. Fardell, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Barton, if I haven't said that, Triage Nurse Terry, Triage Nurse Tanya, Triage Nurse David, Paladin Security, roughly 24, 25 years old, approximately 400 to 500 pounds. William Bill Wooldridge, Hells Angels, Ontario Chapter Leader, Rat Informant, Inmate, harbored inmate, wanted sex offender, and my identity thief, and serial killer for revenge retaliation for me speaking of police crimes. He and Blair Hardy also guilty of stalking my mother, using remote neuromonitoring on her, and causing her death through cancer given to her from the EMFs and radiation used in it. It was done with intent. I am getting dumbed down to be dumbed down on a daily basis from this shit. This is revenge retaliation for me speaking of OPP crimes from the Morning Star mission at the time, the human homeless trafficking and the homeless exploitation and other crimes. As a result, I became a victim. Back in 2019 at my previous address, I was sitting outside on Center Street here in Napanee. OPP ex-chief went by and he waved at me. He was in a white Jeep Wrangler. He waved at me. I waved back. When I waved back, a black truck pulled up beside him. It was at the lights on Center and Bridge Street. They pointed something and they shouted at me, and it went into my right ear, and that's when all my problems began, my medical problems, the medical blacklisting after Stacy talking to her girlfriend Tatiana. The day that I got my CAT scans done, I was also given fake CAT scans and the fake results the day and time. I am the victim of injuring, torturing, sex assault, kidnapping, skull splitting, skull deforming, brain injuring, brain splitting. With remote neuromonitoring, it works on a person's, it's a microchip implant, and it works on a person's central nervous system, which destroys a person's immune system, which can destroy a person's brain and open them up to all kinds of problems. I no longer have any feeling left on the right side of my body either. I get fucking air pumped through me constantly, it feels like, and some kind of liquid which is numbing me down to dumb me down, and then I'm getting it broadcasted through. And right now it is being done by Tyler Lake. I believe he is probably hiding over at his mother, Shelley Barchet's, she has also used it on me, and so has his woman, Holly Carlisle, as well. There's Sam over at Ray Ray. She's a female sex offender. There's Ray Ray using it. He lives on East Street with a white deaf pit bull. There's Javen Allstein. These are all co-offenders with OPP and rats and well paid. And using remote neuromonitoring on me. It's a Pontius Pilate crime for this through these junkies from this through OPP, so they can just look and say, wasn't me. Meanwhile, it is police and military tech, and this guy is a Harvard inmate or a psychiatric patient, and he has access to all this stuff. They are Hell's Angels and they are banditos. They're human trafficking, they're false arresting their victims, they're putting prisoner tracking on their victims for stalking or for framing as well. False arresting to give them, and then attempts to give them record to deflect crimes, and also to get prints, signatures, and everything else needed for forgeries, framings, and frauds against the victims. Isn't that right, Spencer Mills? Stacy, you've done everything in an attempt to stop me from talking about and showing what I am showing over the course of 3 years, including even getting me medically blacklisted, preventing me help, so you've assured this against me for your boy. You are guilty of murdering my mother, OPP. You are guilty of assassinating her. You are guilty of murdering me because there is pretty much nothing left mentally. And everything could be proven, and all it would take was a brainwave scan or an MRI or something, but I can't go to a hospital because every time I do now, it's I see in your file compliments of Tatiana. You signed my death certificate, you fucking skank, for your girlfriend for her homicides to help her get away with it along with OPP. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, and all these doctors, they all need arresting and criminal felony charging. But that's not going to happen here in Napanee because deforming victims, changing identities and victims, sex assaulting them, committing homicides, the lies, the time buying, and cover-ups, it's all 100% legal here in Napanee because it's OPP and because it's Hell's Angels, William Billy Woldridge of 149 Center Street, who cannot be stopped. OPP are scared of them. He owns them, along with Tyler Lake, along with Jabin Allstein and Blair Hardy, who is allegedly in jail. But if he is there, because this is remote neuromonitoring, it can be operated through cell phone, computer, and Wi-Fi. All he'd need is one given to him or hooped up his ass, and that's all it would take because he still uses it to broadcast through me. If not, he's hiding out somewhere close, probably over at Sam's. Another Wood family, but no relation. But I don't know, and I'm not going to say for sure, so I don't know. Anyway, you are guilty. I hope you're having a good Thanksgiving weekend, knowing that you are guilty of multiple murders by ending a bloodline. Lennox and Annington, Ontario Provincial Police, Lennox and Annington County General Hospital co-committing with criminal negligent intent. And then your boys, your inmates, my identity thief, the one that this is about broadcasting through me too, so you see everything I see, you hear everything I hear. They watch me piss, they watch me shit, They watch me in front of my computer. They watch me doing this. They watch me having coffee. They watch me taking my dog for a walk. They watch me picking my nose if I was to do it. And they're getting fucking well paid for it. This is how OPP are doing this. Is through the remote neuromonitoring and illegal surveillance on me as well. I walk out because I have prisoner tracking on me from Wooldridge and Hardy. They know exactly where I am, and I have no criminal history or record. A lot of lies against me that these cops and doctors do not have to answer for. Well, I am getting fucking murdered and being physically changed to look like a sex offending piece of shit goof because he was told that he is my dad and because he was told that we were switched at birth, and the fucking idiot actually believes it because he is in a permanent mess psychosis. He is actually such a loser that he has to try to live his life through me, and he is the one that gives the orders to the police in Napanee. Let that be a reminder. You're guilty of buying and selling children and selling them to pedophiles, inmates, sex offenders as well. You're guilty of drug trafficking, human trafficking, financial thefts and frauds, welfare, disability, and old age pensions. You're guilty of insurance thefts and frauds, murdering your victims, and then collecting on them and getting in on the wealth. Isn't that right, Spencer Mills and the rest of the OPP named? Doing this to me is how you frame, is how you traffic, and how you murder, and you're doing it very successfully, knowing that you got your asses covered with the doctors, the cops here, and the justice of the peace to make accusations for you. So, Chris Wood here. Love all, hate none. I'm gonna wrap this up. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Right now, I have no feeling in my head or my face at all, and none of these bastards are arrestable, and I cannot go to a hospital to get help, and they know it, because nothing would happen. My legal rights, my human rights, and medical rights have been taken away for them to get away with this. So congratulations, you murdering filth, because I tried to save lives from you.